Spider-Man Homecoming's surprise third villain has been spotted, and we've got pics and a pretty good idea of what he's up to on today's Nerdist News. We know that in Spider-Man Homecoming, the webhead will come up against a classic Spidey villain we've yet to see on the big screen, the Vulture. And we know that somehow the Tinkerer will play a role too, probably to offer a helping hand with Vulture's mechanical flight suit. But ever since Comic-Con, we've been hearing murmurs of a third classic villain waiting in the wings, and now thanks to some spy shots from set, we have our very first look at him in the immortal words of DOC. Y'all ready for this? There. Like I wouldn't know what that was. Jeez. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Shocker. Is it weird that every time we say that, I want to be like this? Thanks to Twitter users Marvel_News and Dennis Hulkson, we've got a whole mess of images of the villain allegedly played by Fargo's Bokeem Woodbine. And he looks pretty damn good. Check out all the subtle nods to his bright yellow mesh suit, iconic vest, and weird head stripe thingy. And those gauntlets, they look bulky and homemade, as they should. The glasses are a little goofy, but hey, maybe they look better in action. I mean, by now, we all know that most superhero costumes look crummy on set. I mean, just take a look at some of these Civil War behind-the-scenes clips for evidence of that. But all told, the beleaguered D-list baddie looks pretty swell. A failed engineer and common thief with Shockwave launching gauntlets, Shocker usually looks kinda derpy. But this is equally grounded and comic booky, a good look for the MCU. In fact, the suit looks almost identical to what Shocker wore in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game, so we'd bet this design was Sony's contribution. Makes us wonder whether the Vulture suit came from their archives too, since it's got that complicated robotic transformery look that the Paul Giamatti Rhino was rocking. So here's our guess. The Shocker will appear early on in the movie and disappear pretty quickly. Since Marvel's made a joke in the comics out of dissing the guy's irrelevance in a world of much more powerful villains, we wouldn't be surprised to see Spidey take him down in the first scene of the movie before lamenting with his dad figure Tony Stark that he's still working with ground-level bad guys. It'd be a pretty great setup for where Spidey is in his crime-fighting career and would make Vulture feel like a drastic, scary escalation for the young hero that would push him closer to earning his spot as a real Avenger. But then again, maybe we're wrong. Bokeem Woodbine is a pretty great actor, and it might be a waste if he was just dropping in for one mostly masked fight scene with Spidey. In the photos, it looks like Shocker could be at a school, perhaps causing Spidey to go all Clark Kent and battle the villain while hiding his identity from his classmates. It's a classic Spider-Man trope, and one we expect to see at some point in Homecoming. Maybe he'll function as a henchman or even partner to Vulture, with both their suits created by Tinkerer, who's rumored to be a former Stark Industries employee with access to Chitauri technology, or perhaps he really is just a cameo, and Marvel cast Woodbine because they intend to bring him back later on in the MCU. Shocker's tangled with plenty of Marvel heroes, like the Guardians of the Galaxy and Ant-Man, so we could definitely see him coming back in another flick later on, or even joining the Sinister Six for a Spidey sequel. But what do you guys think? Is 3 villains too many for a Spidey flick, even if only one is a heavy hitter? How do you think Shocker will fit into Spider-Man Homecoming? Do you dig the more grounded suit? Let's discuss. Make sure you head over to twitch.tv/Nerdist at 3 p.m. today, where we'll discuss Spider-Man, Pokemon, and what murdery megastar could be joining Game of Thrones. Join us in chat as we discuss it all live. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to keep getting all of your Nerdist news.